After the characteristics of the chemical reaction, we will see how to balance the chemical equation. So next is balancing the chemical equation. Balancing the chemical equation. So chemical equations is two types. One is unbalanced equation and second is balanced equation. Balanced equation. So this unbalanced equation also called as a skeletal equation. It is also called a skeletal equation. And balanced equations, here we balance the equations by putting proper stoichiometric coefficient. By putting stoichiometric coefficient. What is stoichiometric coefficient? This stoichiometric coefficient tells the relative number of molecules. It tells the relative number of molecules before molecules involved in the reactions. How? So let us see one example. Previously we have seen that if we take magnesium plus oxide, so what we are getting magnesium oxide. So here there is two oxygen. This is unbalanced equation, skeleton equation. So here we have two oxygen, here we have one oxygen. So here we put 2 directly, so we can see here we have two oxygen, this oxygen balance, because this is number of oxygen, this side is 2, here is 1, but here magnesium is 2, so here you put directly 2 here. This 2 term is called as stoichiometric coefficient, relative number of molecules before the compound. Okay, so we have two methods to balance the equations. Two methods generally we use to balance the equation. So these two methods are, one is heat and trial method, and second is algebraic method. So in heat and trial method, what we do, there is no definite rules. In this there is no definite rules. So by skills and practice, we just do this equation, we just practice these balance equations. Okay, so let's take one example. Suppose we have examples: iron plus water. Water means steam. Normally steam reacts with the iron, so iron plus steam reacts, so they will give you Fe3O4 plus hydrogen. How to balance it? So we can see here, there is 4 oxygen, so put here coefficient 4 here, so oxygen is balanced, but hydrogen, how much? There are 4 into 2, 8 hydrogen this side. So by practice here, put a 4 coefficient in front of this hydrogen gas. So we can see here, this hydrogen balance, oxygen balance, this hydrogen balance, oxygen balance. So here number of coefficient, number of atoms here in Fe3 is 3. So directly put here 3. So in this way this equation can be balanced. So this is your heat and trial method. So for this we require some sort of practice. After practicing, we can easily balance it. So we will go through next process, how to balance the chemical reaction through algebraic method. So by algebraic method, let us take the same example, so it will be easy to understand how we can apply here algebraic method. So same example is there. So now see here. So actually algebraic method, this is based on conservation of atom, based on conservation of atom. It is based on conservation of atom. Okay, so let us see how it is balancing. So here, how many in this way, how many atoms are there? One is iron, second is hydrogen, third is oxygen. So right here, element, which are the element? Iron, next is your hydrogen, third is your oxygen. So how that here in left hand side means reactant side, here right hand side means product side. So how many atoms here? So here atoms are, so in these equations here how is it? So one more thing, so before writing these things, instead of writing, let's take this equation once again. So iron plus water it will give you Fe3O4 and hydrogen. So instead of here you put in this equations, instead of any coefficient we put unknown equation A, B, C and D. A, B, C, these are the unknown equations. Okay, so in left hand side how much iron is there? A. Here how much is there? C. You say 3C. And again hydrogen how much is there? So we can see 2B, 2 into B, and here hydrogen how much? So it is 2D. We can clearly say 2 into D, 2D. Oxygen how much is there? So B, you can put here B, and here how much oxygen there? 4 into C, 4C. It is based on conservation of atoms, means atoms on the left hand side should be equal to atoms on the right hand side. So make it equal. So we will get three equations: equation 1, equation 2 and equation 3. Now our target is to put all variable into one variable. That is the equation, all one variable. So in this way, if we get one variable, then we can easily balance this equation. So let us see how we can balance it. So I'm putting here, so right here, convert any variable into one variable. So in this question we will take B case. So if you take from equation 2, B is equal to D, okay, and from equation 1 A is equal to 3C, okay, and from equation, one more equation is that from 1 B is equal to 4C. This means that C is equal to B by 4, and here if you put the value of here C, so 3 into B by 4, so it will equal to 3 by 4B. Now we have equation iron, A iron plus B water. If you go through the equation, then here your C Fe3O4 and D H2. Okay, so put here A is your 3 by 4B, B is your B, and C will be your B upon 4, and this D will be your B. So here we will get 3 by 4B iron plus BH2O, then it will give you B by 4 Fe3O4 and BH2. Okay, so we can cancel here B, and 4 is the common factor, so we can take LCM. So by taking LCM we will get 3 iron, 4 water, and this will be your Fe3 as it is O4 plus here it will be your 4H2, and which is nothing but the previous equation. So what is the limitation? Limitation is that, limitation of this equation is that this for this equation we must have a complete unbalanced equation, because if equation will be incomplete, partial, then this formula is invalid. Okay, so let us see one more topic. We are moving to the next topic, that is called type of reaction. Types of reaction. So what are the types of reactions? So types of reactions, one is your combination reactions. It is also called as synthesis reaction. Second is decomposition reaction. It is again three type. One is thermal, then photolytic, electrolytic. Third is displacement. Displacement is again two type. One is single, next is double. Double is again I classified into different types. One is acid base reaction, which is also called as neutralization reaction. Next we can take precipitation, and third we can take gas formation. So we'll take each example of each and every reactions. And fourth we have redox, or other name is reduction oxidation reaction. So it is again three types. So these three types are intermolecular, intramolecular, and auto redox or disproportionation reaction. So here you have to note down what is the important point here. Except double displacement, all other reactions can be redox reactions. Now it is how, so we will explain in next page. Thank you.